Alright, should be live. Although I still need to pull my chat up. So, not quite fully running at full steam yet. Oh, YouTube, don't do me like this. Give me my chat. There we go. There it is. Alright, so Megaman Battle Network. I talked about wanting to do this one, and I don't know what I'm getting into at all. But yeah, I'm jumping right in, starting with the first one.
I'm Megaman. I'll be your Navi while you play. Let's do this thing.
It talks to me? Alright, starting with the first one. What is Buster Max? A mode with enhanced Mega Buster. Okay, no. That sounds like it's basically easy mode.
Take it away, operator.
Yeah, new game. I think, did this originally release on the Game Boy Advance? Is that what this is? Oh, okay. My knowledge of Mega Man Battle Network, before I get going, because I usually have a little bit of a ramble at the start of any one of my streams while we wait for people to show up. My knowledge of Mega Man Battle Network was all the way back when I was, was I in high school? I think it was in high school, and I had a friend who had, I think, just the first Mega Man Battle Network game. And he'd bring it in on his Game Boy Advance or his SP or whatever it was. And that was one of the games that he would play quite frequently. I think one of the reasons that he played it was you can save like almost anywhere. So it was very easy for him to pack it up, put it away, and move on. But literally the extent of my knowledge of Mega Man Battle Network is a handful of moments in which I watched him play the game, and I'm remembering, like literally I see Lan wake up, and I am just flooded with, hold on, there is a lot of, like, almost meta humor in this game. Character named Lan, for example, but yeah, I completely forgot about so much of this. I just remember it's basically an RPG, a JRPG of sorts, kinda with a little bit more of an action battlefield thing. It's very much not Mega Man in a lot of ways, but it's still very much like Mega Man in a lot. Anyways, my knowledge on this is beyond about as minimal as it could be for, I'm sure, the vast majority of people who are absolutely hyped about this thing being re-released. Lan, wake up. If you don't get up, you'll be late for school. PetNet News. WWW crime on the rise. It says the WWW plan to control the net might be starting. Sleep more. God, I feel that. You've got mail from Dad, too. Look. Sorry I couldn't get off work Sunday. I'll be home soon. Here's a present for you, it says. There's some battle chip data attached. Big yawn. I was just having a great dream, too. I'll expand the chip data, so check your pet later, okay? Alright, so PET is clearly an acronym for something. So again, when I bought this, I got it on Amazon, and I had it pre-ordered. So I am playing this for the first time right now, despite having to sit on this for quite a while, just because I've been through some shit recently. I won't get too into the weeds on it, but just know that it's not entirely just I wasn't wanting to stream. That's not the reason I never stream. It's I nearly broke my back twice in the past, what was it, 2 weeks? I've got incredibly sick for about, it was very short, it was like a 3-day period, but I felt like absolute trash. Between the injury, the getting sick, I started to dip into a little bit of depression. I've talked about this before. I do suffer from chronic depression. And then I got sick again. Or no, I didn't get. I got injured again while battling the depression dip. But at that point, I had quickly crashed on that depression dive and immediately was just back on that bounce back. I've talked about that before, that's just a thing that sometimes it happens quick, sometimes it takes weeks before you hit that bounce back point. But anyways, that's what's been going on a lot of that front. So we are here, we are hopping into this game. And I see that Richard is in the chat. Welcome, Richard, how are things going? Anyways, what I was saying about the Amazon thing was they sent me a password about something to do with the pets, and my brain first went to, yo, hold up, I get pets in Megaman Battle Network. I was thinking like party dynamics or something that follows me that gives me a passive buff. I realize now, and I see that you have told me exactly what this is. I'll read the comment in a second, Richard. But I was super hyped. I was thinking, yo, we get a what was the dog's name in the old Mega Man game? Roll was the girl. Bass was the dog. I was thinking, yo, are we gonna get like some callbacks to those eras? Hey, dude, the fact that you're streaming is one good thing about me not having to go. Hold on. One good thing about you not going to the movies. I appreciate the positivity on that, Richard, but I'll be honest, man. I love going to the movies, especially if I'm going with family or friends. So I take the compliment, and hopefully we'll have a good time here. But hopefully you'll get a chance to go see whatever movie you were going to go see soon, though. Though it was more because of me. Okay. Oh, you currently are fighting COVID too. That is also unfortunate. I did just say I was battling with my own illness, but I've gone through the fight with COVID a couple of times on several different strains of it. None of them are enjoyable. So hopefully you aren't too dragged down by this one, and hopefully you can pass before too long, because some strains of COVID, I swear to God, can last a goddamn month, and those are arguably just as bad when you look back on it. Just as bad as the ones that are shorter but absolutely beat the ever-living hell out of you. Like being absolutely like a train just plowed through you for a week and a half, 2 weeks sucks. But also just having that feeling of pulling a truck for it's not beating the shit out of you, but you're just exhausted and you hurt, and there's a lot of miserableness that goes on with it. That for 2 months is arguably, when you look back on what it does to you, man, just as bad. So hopefully you're not too far ran down with this. Welcome, Dem. We're just chatting for a minute before I get going. I realize I'm not getting into the game, but I fell behind on the comments immediately. And, God, I am feeling this caffeine already. Anyways, Dem, how are things going for you? And it's great to see you in. PET stands for Personal Terminal. No, Bass was a different character. Bass wasn't it? Hold on. What was the dog's name? I'm looking this up now. Rush! Goddamn, Rush was the dog. What? Okay, anyways, I seem to recall that they were all, like, musical references, but apparently I was wrong on that one. And you even said it in there, the dog was Rush. I should have just read further ahead. No, I don't have COVID. I was saying I was worried about getting it if I did go because of my diabetes being an underlying condition. Fair enough. I will say, Richard, if it means anything, most of the strands of COVID going around right now are far less abusive than the earlier stages were. I've known several people... I'm coughing right now. I have known several people... sorry about that. Who have caught COVID fairly recently, and I say fairly recently, like the last month or two. where it is now more at the stage for at least the strains that are going around where I'm at are more in line with the cold, with a couple of extra things here and there. So it's not saying that it's not a thing to worry about, especially if you have underlying conditions. Any illness can become more severe, but I am pointing out that there are viruses evolve and they change over time, and it is starting to reach that mitigation period in which it is less terrifying than it was for a while there. I was out last night about 7 p.m., got drunk, and was in the club from 11:30 to... I don't think I've ever spent that much time at a single club. Were you bar hopping or something? Got home about 5 a.m., my legs are dead right now. I've never been at a single bar, club, or anything for that amount of time. Now, I think the longest I've spent is probably 3 hours, but I'll be honest, I'm the kind of guy that hates the club scene personally. So I will go to one with a group of friends, and by the time I hit that about 3 hour mark, I'm like, dude, I'm fucking done with this place. It's not that I'm done partying or that I'd be done going to do things, but I'm immediately just on my phone messaging like 4 or 5 other people like, hey, so I'm leaving this place and I'm going to the other one like 3 miles to west, and meet me there because I'm fucking done with this place. So, but yeah, man, that amount of time drinking and partying, I would be exhausted the next day. All right, let's grab the items here now that I've finally caught up on the chats. AI Megaman.exe. That is some straight up horror game shit, and I love it. Lan, good morning. Morning, Megaman. Okay, you're telling me that in this pseudo Mega Man RPG-like game, Mega Man being a program is actually fairly fitting, like conceptually, like just a digital entity. But the idea that he's not some like super secret prototype, this, that, or the other thing, that he's not some entity that exists within a... You know that trope that these RPG-like games tend to have. And it's like, you got the big super giga special thing that only one exists, and it's only because of weird circumstances that this child... No, this is literally just a bitch-ass basic program that this kid probably like pirated off of the Pirate Bay back when this game was relevant for the first running. Just downloaded Mega Man off the Pirate Bay, like put a crack file. It was just like, you know what, this is the thing I got. If you need to talk to me, just push the L button. Alright, let's... Mega Man, don't fucking tell me to go to school. Check your mail. Okay. God, the WWW crime. That is such a dumb name, but I love it. Okay, so... That's not even mail! That's not even news! That's a fucking headline! Alright, and we already heard that one as we woke up. However, we do get the chip for Crossgun. I know that in this game there are like a battle card system-like thing. I don't know anything about it. Other than it exists, and gathering these cards is a whole, like, ordeal. Yo, but... Mom kinda fine, though. Good morning, Lan. Morning, Mom. Breakfast is on the table. You have time to eat? Don't see why I... Can I? Can I eat? There we go. Mom is just leaving data chips under the fucking plate. Mom, this isn't a coaster, but thank you. Also, Bass had a dog named Gospel. God, that's fucking dope, though. As a man who knows many bass guitarists, The idea that a character by the name of Bass having a dog named Gospel is so fitting and really fucking cool. But due to sounding like a religious... Fuck off sounding like a religious reference. Capcom, do better. They changed the name to Treble in the regular... Okay, Treble sounds familiar. But again, bass and treble being together, fitting but less fun. Gospel is so fucking fitting for the kind of people that play the bass guitar. People I know that play the bass guitar. There are chips in these games that use the name Gospel though. Kinda cool. AI has advanced almost as far as in this game in real life now. Dear God, we are F-worded. No, Richard, I know that YouTube censors you guys because comments and YouTube is all controlling and a piece of shit. We are not at the point of being fucked with AI yet. I have a whole thing about the AI avenue. I find it laughable how many people are shocked how quickly AI has developed, but they aren't shocked when they think about the advancements of technology the second something hits mainline approval. Think about smartphones. Technology is something that is exponentially growing, and the rate in which you're able to make use of things on the tech field increases that. When you're talking about like a cell phone, for example, cell phones existed for a long time before they got mainstream. Smartphones were even a thing. And then Apple came out and was like, yo, but this iPhone though, like this is the fucking shit. And then that became the mainstream platform. And when you look at the advancements between early day cell phone technology and then the mainlining of the iPhone and what branched off from there and how fast things grew, that shows you the acceleration rate that technology tends to advance at. And I have so many like big tech guys that I know that are deep in like six-figure earner guys working in the field, and they're just like, it seems like it was only like 3 years ago that it was actually becoming in the main line, and now here we are. And I'm just laughing, like, first of all, it's not as far as you think it is. Second of all, yeah, that's what it fucking does. You're talking about a platform that gets developed and then expands out to the multitude of people. Here's the way I think to describe it. Think of it like a CPU chip. Okay, I realize there's a game to play, but now, Richard, you have sent me down this, and I love this topic, and I'm going to rant for a minute, so please bear with me. I'll get back to the game, I swear. Okay, so think of it like a CPU chip, right? You have this thing that was developed, and it's got, as they're pumping information to it, it's got all of these channels that information is going down. It's processing it. It's gathering this information, and it's making use of it for whatever purpose. I realize my analogy is not perfect, but hear me out. Now you open that up to the public. You have created so many more cores, so many more threads that information travels down. The limiting factor went from the AI to its ability to process just the sheer fucking magnitude of how much information is now being fed to it just by its involvement with the populace at large now. I realize that it doesn't necessarily maintain a lot of the personal information from the people they talk to, but I guarantee you, on the back end of this stuff, they are kind of taking things from how it navigates and discusses with and interacts with people, and they are developing off of that information. And you have now created how many more hundreds of thousands of millions of users that are interacting with this thing to help guide and navigate it. You basically just multiplied the threads on this processing entity. Of course it's going to exponentially fucking advance. And it's just going to take off further and further. Now, I'm not saying we aren't fucked. We are. Especially with the way people are using it and the way that it is being manipulated. People are not taking this seriously enough. For God's sake, people, start reading some AI dystopian novels. and you'll realize how much you need to be careful with this. Anyways, that's the rant there. I'm going to finish reading the chats, but God, it's a topic that I fucking love, and looking at it and the advancements there. Pre-drinking at my mate's from 7 to 8:30. Walked to Weatherspoons, which is a bar, restaurant bar. I don't know if it's a thing where you are, but around here we'd still call it a pub. We're an American, we still call shit pubs. But a pub is a restaurant bar combo around here. I don't know if that's what it is overseas. Then went to a single club for 4.5 hours. Yeah, that'd be a little too long for me. There is a mode in this game where you can make the regular shot have times 100 power. I saw that on the main menu, and I think that that sounded to me like easy mode. That might be a good idea for some parts of the game, for the record. I hate that you're warning me about that, but I thank you for the warning. Damn, did I just miss a rant from Dodge? Yes, Dodge, you missed a rant about me and AI. Literally, I turned this game on, and I literally just walked out of the house because Richard immediately said, "Hey, Ian, let me poke holes into your very being and trigger a rant about AI advancements." Took a pill for it and have had more wind than a tornado. Took a pill for it? What the? Oh, I missed one. I had a feeling it was some sort of trapped wind? Oh, from the chest pain. I see how that one was supposed to be read. My brain was just having trouble making connections there. Took a pill for the chest pain and had more wind than a tornado since. You can take up to 4 a day. I've had one about 5 p.m. last night, and it's still constant wind. Felt so bad in the club as every drink was like 5 minutes of burping. Dem, as a man who is aging rapidly and feeling the effects of that aging constantly, again, I fell on a single stair, and you might think, oh, Ian, that's dumb and old. What the hell, you've fallen and broken your hip? No. I tripped and fell onto the stair. The angle of the one step up went right into my spine, and I damn near broke my back. Age will fuck you up. That fall, man, if I was like 22, would have been nothing. But as a man who is aging and feels the effects of the aging, I feel that trauma right there, and yeah, socially it sucks. I'm doing AI next year as one of my modules. Dem, I would love to chat long-form content with you about AI, because it is one of those topics that I find wildly fascinating. And we are just on the baby step threshold still. People don't understand where this can go. It's not to say it will go there. It's not to say that we should aim for it to go there. But think about what this thing can do if you just let it go untethered. That is a terrifying thought. That is some straight up DC comic brainiac fucking shit. I mean, you're talking about years of development and advancement with the sole purpose of just basically... Oh geez, I am ranting so much the game is yelling at me. Alright, I do have to get back to the game, as absolutely wild as I'm loving this. Let me speed through the chats here, and we'll get through the story here. But yeah, it is something that I love talking about. Also, I mentioned there being an anime inspired by this game. Yes, you did. You mentioned this during the last stream that has been way too long, and I absolutely want to check that out. Apparently the entire thing can be watched on YouTube for free. That is huge to know. Mainly just for this part with the Navi called Elikman is when I'd say the easy mode is best, because you're on a time... Oh, fuck, I hate bosses with a time limit. Time limits for, like, different modes is one thing, but for the actual fight to have a full-blown time limit, fuck off with that shit. Because you're on a time limit that stops you recovering after every battle if it runs out. Yeah, that might be a problem, might not be. I'll see what it comes up to. The first game has a lot of puzzles that are, except YouTube is yelling at me and trying to prevent me from reading this. that are unfairly difficult. Later games are much easier for the most part, though. Well, Richard, I might rely on both you and Google to get through some of these because you know I am caveman brain. If I can't break my way through a problem, the problem is big. Anyways, now that we have reached the threshold of the rant, and we can get on with the game, Mail is apparently grumpy with me. Also, why is her name Mail? Obviously, it's not male like the gender, but it's also male like email. But it's not spelled. Game do things to my brain. No one asked you to wait for me. Huh? Did you say something? Come on, let's go. Why do we always have to walk to school together? Silly? Because we've always got so much to talk. Do we? I have a lot to talk about. I literally am like 4 dialogue like strings past walking out of the house, and I feel like I've had more to talk about in this single stream. This is what happens when I don't stream for 2 or 3 weeks. For too damn long. I get this like pent up threshold of energy I need to blow out, and then my dumbass says, hey, while I'm already reaching this pinnacle, I'm gonna drink 2 energy drinks before I even start streaming, just to make sure I don't come down from the high while I'm already here. Again, caveman brain, I don't think I just do. Full steam. She means she's got a lot to talk about. You just listen. Honestly, Mega Man, that's legit, like, good dating strategy right there. Walk with the girl, shut your mouth, let her rant, and by the end, don't try to solve the problem, just be like, oh yeah, and agree with everything, even if they're wrong. That is more often than not just a safe path. The #1 bit of advice I ever got about listening to problems from girls complaining. Oh, I bet it's another www virus. I didn't realize there were full-blown cutscenes. Alright, so there are viruses going around. Well, here we are. Let's get to class. Is that what you said? I am not going to do well with this game being like, hey, text scrolling cutscenes. Anyways. Yeah, the best bit of advice I ever got about with when a lady is ranting to you about her problems, as a guy, the brain immediately goes to, how do I solve, how do I deal with, how do we navigate this problem? Open the line, well, open the dialogue with, do you want me to listen, or do you want me to try and solve? And based on the answer you get, you might just have to shut off a part of your brain. Anyways, moving forward. We are at class. We have one character up here that at least looks wildly different to other people. I assume important. Is that supposed to be French? You wish to ask moi? Is that moi or is that moi? Is it Madame Yai herself about pet? No, because fuck you, you speak weird. And I was like, for real? There is an entire part of that conversation I am not allowed to hear. That face, that is the most plain, bland, human that just exists background character face I have ever seen. I've been waiting for you, Lan. I challenge you to a net battle. Your wimpy Mega Man against my Guts Man. I heard that. Net battling isn't allowed, you know. Ah, stuff it. You sure got a big mouth for such a shrimp. We're not bothering anyone, are we, Lan? Well, I guess. Shrimp? That's no way to talk to a lady. You are behind the times on this, man. Male is a name for a girl that has not aged well. Fair enough. Also, the L button is a good button to hit if you don't realize what you're supposed to do exactly. That is to talk to Megaman. I remember. We had the tutorial! The one button tutorial! I remember this. You pronounced moi correctly the first time. Look, I've never seen it written. I've heard the term. I've used the term quite often. I have never seen it written down. That was a good old plain McSame face. Whoa, no way, says the girl who is literally, again, YouTube, why are you doing this? Whoa, no way, says the girl who is literally an emoji. After class, Land, be there. Yo, are we gonna go up to Flexos and throw down? God, it is high school all over again. Let's begin, class, shall we? First period is virus busting. Yo, where was this class? Going through school during the explosion of computers into the modern era. And I never even had we had classes about fucking typing in high school when it was already mainstream, like at the time that I was just entering middle school. Like 4th grade, it was already, everyone's already been fucking, we know the keyboard. And in high school, they're still like, yo, kids, you need to learn how to type. No. Fucking at that point, many of us sitting in that room were already like, yo, the computer in our house, we scrapped together out of parts people were throwing out. Y'all can fuck off with your dumb shit. Give us the real, like, computer work. And they're just like, oh, but file hierarchy and fucking God. Where's virus busting, man? Teach me how to get rid of this shit off of our computer at the time when fucking antivirus programs were the dumbest investment you could have because they didn't do fucking anything except take your money and use your resources. Even now, that's what many of them just do. Gotta find some of the good ones. I did. It said the www net crime is on the... You were talking about an emoji face? This person's fucking emoji face is literally bursting out of their being. I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna love the character icons in this game. I'm already feeling it. Very good. And extra marks for checking your net news. Of course, you should know too, Land. Yes, you told me... Did you tell me, or did the PET tell me without you? You didn't have a character icon at the time. It's important that we all know how to fight. That's what I'm fucking saying! Where the hell is this shit? Even now, in high school, people should know how to fucking start fighting, how to deal with infected computers and shit. It's very important information. I'd like to see a www virus take on me and my Gutsman. Dex and his silly little Gutsman. Now hold up, man. Gutsman is legit, though. What'd you say? Relax. Why would the www bother with you anyways, Dex? Why you? Lan, you and I, we're gonna have our match. Quiet in the class. Today we'll be using the common virus called a Metul. Jack in your pet so that your NatNavi can access... God, is this what it sounds like when old people talk to the technically inclined? It's just fucking jargon terms that mean nothing until they're defined to you. Lan, she said to jack in. Press R. Yeah. Yo, that's kind of a cool effect, though. I'm thinking of this back in the era of the Game Boy Advance when this game came out. That was kind of impressive. Today's class is virus busting for when you go on too many shady porn websites. Again, Richard, absolutely necessities to learn about, especially in... You're telling me it's not the most pivotal time you should know about that when you're in high school? I can confirm you can fight Gutsman in this game. Those are optional later on, though. Our teacher... Oh my god, I just realized what this is. fucking Facebook's meta, like meeting rooms that they're trying to push forward for like everything. When you're sitting in your VR headset in a meeting office space as the fucking Easter Bunny, while Jesus is up front giving you the lecture of whatever's. That's basically what's fucking going on here. We just went into the metaverse like meeting room, and our teacher's just like, "Yo, here I am, pink robot Met girl." Anyways, it looks like everyone's Navi is online. Okay, I'm releasing the Met tool data now. Everyone ready? Okay, let's have a demonstration on how to delete viruses. Yo, this is deleting a virus? This is fucking awesome. For the record, it never looks this cool when you do it in the real world. When fighting, you must first send a chip data to your Navi. You choose the chips to send in this window. Chip icons are shown in the bottom of the setup window. From here, you choose which chips you want to send to the Navi. This shows the chip data you have selected. I assume it's going to be like I move from one section to another because I haven't selected anything yet. This is the virus's hit points. Hold on. Does the cannon have an HP? Because it looks... I mean, that's an A there. I would assume that would be attack power. 40's off to the right. Yeah, there we go. That's what I was thinking of. You can normally only send one chip at a time, but you can send multiple copies of the same chip, such as 2 or 3 cannons. This will let you use more weapons and fight much better. Now we'll choose which chip data to send to the Navi. Select with A, press R to see an explanation of a chip. Okay, so I have 2 similar gun shooting ones, but they're not the same. So I guess we'll do... Yeah, we're going to do 2 cannons. I don't know what the mini bomb does. Throw a bomb, depth equals 3. Does that mean I throw it 3 away, or it hits everything within 3 tiles? Nice big cannon, just general cannon firing. Hits an enemy and keeps going? Okay, keeps going 1 panel. So I hit an enemy and something behind it, so it's like a penetration shot. 4-panel diagonal blast, which would not hit everyone on the board, so I guess I'm good just doing the cannons? We sent the data, now it's time to fight the viruses. I'll explain how to fight as we actually do so. You can move your Navi up, down, left, and right. You shoot with B, it's weak but fast. My HP is at the top left. Don't go to 0 or we get big virus infections and we get scam called every day for until we die. By people living in countries we've never even visited. You can only use it once, so be careful. Okay, so if the virus isn't dead after we have a turn, that is your battle gauge. When it's full, press L or R, and you can go to the battle setup screen, which is where we just were when we picked our cards. Alright. So, A is how I use the cannon. B is the buster. Although it's probably better to be farther back. Alright. So run a new number. Let's try the mini bomb. So I know that the mini bomb goes 3. And I get 2. So let's see if it's 3 away. Okay, so it is 3 away. So I need to be 3 away from him when I use it. Fair enough. And a little bit of a prediction to how he's moving. Alright, so I can definitely see where some of the wild, crazy combo stringing is going to end up being a thing. Obviously, I don't exactly have something too crazy right now, but it'll be a thing. Not all chips are weapons. For example, a steel chip will increase the area that your Navi is able to move around in. That sounds huge. Again, with a game like this, your movement options sound like they're going to be a huge deal. Since you need to get close for a sword, this would be a wise strategy. Miss Mari, I thought that we can only use chip copies. Another good question. Look here, please. Do you see the letter? That's this chip's code. You can choose a different type of chip if it has the same code type. So they don't have to be cannons if they're all, I assume, just arbitrarily, the cannon was an A, so if I have 5 A cards, I can cross-platform all sorts of shit. Please notice that Steel and Wide Sword have the same code. They're both S. You can choose 2 chips at the same time. They are shown here in the order that you choose them. This will help you plan your strategy. So the top is the starting point. So we're going to want to steal first, and then slap with a sword. And out of curiosity, none of these are similar. Alright, so we'll start by stealing the field. And then again, it just seems very beneficial to not be right up in their face. Alright, now we are all in solo, but you know what? It looks like... yeah, the whole column. So if I steal again and then do another sword, there's literally no way that it could dodge. So we'll steal first, we're going to dodge the little slam down that it's doing, and slap it with a sword. I also really need to get used to the A-B swap. I have been playing on my PC recently with the controller and the Xbox controller layout. Obviously, breaking my brain a little bit. Also, the lessons are at the beginning of every game. They seem kind of pointless in a collection of them. Yeah, once you do one, it does seem kind of non-fitting. However, it also structurally gives you the format of certain characters that might be recurring. For example, in this tutorial, we already got to see the Gutsman character who is in control of that well-known character. We got introduced to his personality. We got introduced a little bit to the pseudo role that Male will be playing, and our teacher. Also, we got to see a lot of fun character portraits. Then again, I guess it does make sense if someone plays them out of order. Yes. And again, character introductions, it serves as a great way to be very basic in your character introduction stuff. For our final lesson, we will talk about chip adding. By using chip adding, you can increase the number of chips that you can use to make combinations. Look at the screen, see the add button in the bottom right. If you select this button without choosing any chips, you will have to fight for one turn without chips, but on your next turn you will be able to select from... oh, so that's what the 3 tiers are. It's not 5 every turn. It's... You can increase that quite a bit. Do this twice and you'll have 15 chips to choose from. This should surely give you all the strategy you need. Pop quiz. For this test, you will need to use all the techniques I've just taught you and delete a virus. Good luck. Alright, so looking at this, I actually want to hold my swords because I think if I can reduce them to a single platform and double sword, that's just more fun for me, even though one single sword would do the job. Recovery could be good in between, so let's do an ad. Alright, and so I think gathering this sooner rather than later is important. What does X panel do? Erase is a panel. Erase is a panel with one range out. How can I... No, hold up. I think I can do some fun here, but I'm gonna add one more because why not? At this point, it's more just for the saying, fuck it, let's do it. All right, let's see what we're working with here. All right, steal a platform. And I'm just going to do that. I'm going to reduce them where they are. Then I'm going to get rid of 2 platforms. Put them in a spot I want them to be at. Oh, I see. That's interesting. I wasn't aware that it would be limited in that way. Alright, well that changes what I thought I was doing. And makes it way less fun, unfortunately. Let's do another ad. And see if I can't do a little comboing. Come on. Alright, so X panel, X panel. Both of these are L's, and we don't have anything else that jumps out. But I don't need it. Steal here. Oh no, it gets rid of it. Alright, whatever. I misunderstood how that was gonna work. That's on me. Now, let's take that back. Do another ad, just because I want to use... I assume I'm going to get something if I let it do all of the things that I was quote-unquote taught. Oh, I didn't realize this is just a safe spot for me to be now. Alright, could do the healing just to be done with it. In fact, I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. Again, just to do the combos and be done with it. And just do the murder. Alright, there we go. That's shotgun, shotgun. There we go. Done and done. Alright. Obviously, there's ways to do that way cleaner. I'm still even just trying to figure this game out. Yeah, today flew by in the idea that we did absolutely nothing, and now we have to go fight Gutsman wherever he's going to be. Okay. Let me see here. Can I save here? Yeah, so I can save darn near anywhere. I'm gonna fight him. No, I'm gonna fight you. Alright, the wide sword would be so much fun, but it's just, I don't have anything for that. The mini bomb, 3 out, I think is what I'm gonna do. Well, never mind. Can he just take full sections of my field away? Okay, let's remove a portion of his field then. Yo, you can interrupt too. That's kind of huge. Alright, so I'm gonna heal. And I am not even going to be worried about... Oh! Okay, so that's a big deal. Let him do whatever he's going to do here. Let's keep myself safe. Yep, there we go. He literally can't hurt me right now. Meanwhile, hopefully my field will start to come back. There it is. While he's kind of figuring all of that out, that's just the spot right in front of me. What does this do? Oh, that just lets me run away because I'm dumb and chose to fight something I shouldn't be. Let's get 5 more chips because I have a good bit of time here. Alright, here we go. not going to bother with that. I am going to steal. God, I wish I had the cross. Oh, wait. It's a good chance for me to just try to do a fair bit with that. The steal would be good, but... Alright, there we go. Do the steal now. And try to see if we can't get some swordmans going on. Alright, start with the steal. Oh, but then he's got some immunity frames there. Yeah, there's a lot of having to learn that I'm still doing. Alright, I know he's going to slap me here. But I can heal and slap him back. So let's heal up first. Because I know it's coming. And then cannon fire. Yep, saw that coming, but I can get out of there now. Heal with the L. Bomb. Shotgun would be good. We can double up on the shotgun, but we can do that next run too. Alright, so heal first. Give me those middle frames here. Alright, well, he was going there. He just hadn't yet. Alright, and I need to keep myself in some safe spots there. Triple shotguns. Alright, got him. That was kind of interesting. That is such a unique battle system. It's not just a card system like I thought it was. It is active placement and figuring out, which is very cool because that still navigates down the Mega Man understanding that I have. Alright, let me go through here. You can charge the Buster later in the game after you get some power-ups. I think 3. They let you charge right from the beginning. The second time you battle him, if you beat him with no damage, you can get a Gutsman battle chip. Does that mean I can play as Gutsman? Because that'd be pretty cool. Fortunately, the first time you fight him, you don't get the battle chips, so you don't have to worry about taking no damage here. I'm going to tell you right now, Richard, I don't think I'm going to do any of these taking no damage. I don't see that happening. Temporary immunity for a bad guy, the bane of every gamer's existence. And who the hell do they think they are giving the enemies the benefits I get? What the fuck do they think this is? Some Dark Souls shit? Lan, you and Mega Man are so good at virus busting. No, I am not. I refuse. Thank you, but I refuse. I gotta get me some more battle chips so I can get better. And then we can take down the WWW. You know what? Billy McPlain face, I don't see that happening, but I respect the effort all the same. Lan, you've got mail. No, that's the sound of a phone ringing. Lan, why is my dad's picture grayed out? Is he dead? Why is he sending me emails if he's dead? Lan, this is Dad. I've made a power-up program for Mega Man. It's a little big to send by mail, but don't worry. I'll bring it home soon. You and Mega Man make a great team. Keep it up. Signed, your dead dad. P.S. Don't forget that whenever you're in a pinch, you can press Pet's L to talk to Mega Man. God, now, when you were talking about AI, we are already there. Full-on conversations. Oh god, our teacher died too. I forgot to mention something in class today. Chips don't run out when you use them, so use what you need. Also, press Pet's R to call your NetNavi in the net. This is a useful trick. It's called... God. It's not jacking out. We all know what it is. When you're logging off, you're jacking off. Look, it was obvious. I'm not gonna not say it. Sorry for forgetting, and see you in class tomorrow. My teacher just told me that it's okay to jack off. I don't know how I feel about this. My currently, as evidenced by the fact that Mega Man is still alive and active, has a colored icon here. My dead teacher just told me it's okay to jack off. As a middle school, high school student? As an individual who is clearly below the age of consent. Although, I suppose if I am jacking off, I am giving myself consent. God, this is getting really weird. Oh God, Mom brought the repairman over. I know where this is going. We're on the internet. This is already confirmed. And I can't even say anything because our father's deceased. She's getting on with her life. It's a thing. Lan, oh, I didn't realize you were coming home this early. Is it time for the school to let out already? Welcome home. This is just some random stranger from Net Safety who came by to check our home's control panel. You heard right about the ovens exploding or something? That's the accident Mail was talking about. It's gotta be. Oh. Oh no. Oh, that face. That is not instilling a lack of confidence in what I just said. Hello. We think a virus. Yes, that's a virus. Might be responsible for the accidents. Remember, people, always use protection. Accidents cause people. We're checking every home's control panel just to be safe. And absolutely, I am walking out of here and going right next door and not into my van to get back to my actual job because I'm more so on lunch break. Chose to eat out, if you catch my drift. Oh, well, I'm glad it didn't happen to us. Lan, we still have to finish up here. Go to your room so you won't get in the way. Alright, Lan, you and me, as Mega Man, we're gonna go on the net. Don't worry, Mom, I'm going to jack on so that as I am completely oblivious to what's going on in here, will later, after leaving the internet, jack off. God damn this thing. Oh, this is gonna be a constant for me at this point. I'm not walking away from this one. You're PC. If you jack in here, you can send Mega Man into the net. Alright, Mega Man, you ready to go to find all of the Rule 34 that exists of this franchise? Because I'm sure it's way more than I wish there to ever be. Or not enough. I don't know. I don't feel comfortable with that one, though. Well, do I have to press R here? Jack in Megaman.exe. Boy, I'm gonna say it when I jack in. There's a mega something, but it's not. That is this Mega Man, not that Mega Man. If you feel me. Just realized in 4 weeks I'll be 21 and finished with uni till the start of October. Well, first of all, finished with university is going to be a cool thing, but welcome to the 21 Club. And, 4 weeks early. Also, happy early birthday. I will try to make note of that. Hold up here. Let me take a look-see here. What is 4 weeks going to be? Yo, that's going to be May 28th. Dope. Anyways, now that I've gotten that distraction out of my brain, there are some lines involving jack-in this game that are very weird in a different context. Also, there are a lot of random things you can jack into all around. Richard, for God's sake, man, better advice. Don't just go jacking into random devices. And don't go jacking off on random devices either. Once one jacks in, you must eventually jack off. That's how this goes. At Dem, I'm guessing drinking age where you are isn't 21 then. Here it's 21. That is for legality reasons, yes. I will not confirm nor deny my personal use beyond that range. However, yes, I would assume Dem is overseas in a lot of places. It is younger than 21. Some places I have heard as young as 14. But you know, you're kind of cherry picking regions at that point. I'll be honest, I am of the opinion that it should be lowered. Many legal line points should be lowered. The second you're old enough to vote and be drafted to go fight in foreign wars that you would rather have nothing to do with, frankly, at that point, you're old enough to partake in damn near anything that is, at the very least, legal. My name is Glide. I'm Lan's classmate. And Yai's NetNavi. Oh, classmate. Never mind. One of Yai's programs has gotten lost. I'm pretty sure that it's somewhere in the net around here. God, the Internet Explorer logo thing in the background. I have some pressing chores to do, and must return. Megaman, if you happen to find our program, could you please come by our network? Here, please take this. I'll be honest, dude, I kind of like the character icon looking at it, not my jam, but looking at just the portrait picture, I kind of like that. It's almost got like a European night feeling. I'm digging that. You'll be able to access Yai's portrait network. I'll be there. Oh, and if you could keep this matter to yourself, I'd appreciate it. No one needs to know that we have a data leak, where we are just having programs fleeing our network and getting into the internet at large. Alright, steel just sounds so good, so I'm going to start with that. Wide sword, sure, why not? So I'm going to steal, he's going to blanket himself in, but if I move here and slap that, there we go. Oh, and then that thing's got its own separate, that's wild. Okay, there's going to be a lot I need to get used to with this game. Let's do a basic cannon fire, and frankly that is A, so I can heal as well. Did it focus on? Oh, I thought it went up with me. Alright, yeah, that was doubled up. I'm just safe here. I'll stay here. You can't hurt me when I'm in my safety circle. Alright, from here, I should be able to deal with you. And then I don't think... Okay, I guess I can. It just focuses in. Okay, so the center point is how that works. I can't just fire into the void and hit an X randomly out there. I have to have a mainline targeted, so that's another thing to know about that. I'm gonna do some exploration, see if I can't find this lost program. It seems one of my fellow students have lost their homework folder, and they need me to go find it for them. Oh, I don't need to heal in between? Is that what that looks like up top? Alright, let's start a cannon. I don't have to heal between. I just have health. That is wildly useful. Alright, yeah, that kind of dumbed me there for a second. Although this also means if I don't have to heal in between, I don't have to think in these early fights. I can just murder things. Alright, shotgun. Go to where it's safe and just wait. Why risk it? Why be dumb? I've been dumb too much already. And then again, crossfire. Fairly safe. Let it try to shoot. Or not, and I'll just go deal with it. Apparently waiting on it didn't mean anything unless I was in its crosshairs already. Definitely won't be in the stream. 27th is my birthday, and I'm drinking both the 27th and the 28th. That is, first of all, in America, where, as Richard pointed out, drinking age is 21, that's already the way everybody spends their 21st birthday, so absolutely all in on the understanding of that. But overseas, where, yeah, here you can drink from 18 or 16 with a meal. So yeah, out where you are, you've already had that threshold where you get stupid drunk on your first legal drink, which, by the way, is a drink that never ends until you do. It just seems to be the common practice. But yeah, 21 is actually a fairly decent point in time to get absolutely shit-faced for 48 hours straight. Totally get that. Because you are older and a bit more... that looks like there should be something here, but there isn't. A bit more capable of dealing with the effects therein. I mean, alright, mini bomb. Literally just coming down here for the pot shots just because I kind of want to not sit by and do nothing. Yeah, I'm going to take that third shot. I feel like if I take that third shot, I guarantee getting hit back if it does survive. Because it doesn't immediately after the shot ends. It seems like I'm still locked into the position I'm in. I don't get to just immediately start dodging. Is that okay, that is locked off. And there's nothing going up there. I'll take the double run of these, I guess. Alright, that should deal with him. And that should deal with you. Busting level 7? I don't know what the busting level is. I assume that's based on how many things I fought in the small map threshold that I'm in. Alright, and again, nothing out this way. And yes, as Richard said, happy birthday in advance. One of my mates is coming down from back home, as I'm probably not even going to visit home until Christmas. Can't really be bothered with seeing my brother anymore after what's happened at Easter. I feel like this is a story that I don't remember if you brought up, and obviously I don't want to pry into something that sounds as personal as that. However, I will say it is very unfortunate that you seem to have had a falling out of sorts. Definitely, as someone who rather enjoys my brother's existence. Oh, that was dumb. Although I'm safe here now, so maybe not as dumb as I feared it was. Alright, let's do the cross gun. And just do the damage there, and I should totally finish him off with that. He's got 40 health, so the cannon is good. There we go. Problem dealt with. I will be right back, guys. I need a moment. Gotta move the mic stand. Try not to scream at everybody as my face is right in the microphone. Alright, busting level is based on how quick you beat them, including how little shots you hit them in, and how little damage you take. It goes up to S, which is right above 10. Alright, so that's a terrifying realization for me because my brain don't work fast. I can do like a lot of deep thought. I know that sounds incredibly unbelievable coming from the guy who literally sells himself as the caveman answer is the best answer approach to life. However, I am fairly capable of some deep thought. I think Richard and I have gotten into some interesting conversations on Discord here and there. So I don't want to say that I'm dumb, but I like deeper, long-form thought. Man, quick, fast, reflex action thought. Let's just say, Dem, you called me out before with my... Hold on. There we go. Dem, you yourself have called me out looking at my footage playing first-person shooters. You know that thought process, man. There's a reason I like shotguns. When I'm playing video games, because... your boy ain't a sniper. What can I say? It is not the role that I function well at. Alright, this is going to be an odd one. Okay. Whoa! Okay, but now that means when it comes back in, it's kind of vulnerable. Gonna heal up. And make that the focus of this turn. It did quite a bit of damage in one shot, which is probably fair given how slow moving it is. Alright. Cross gun. Wait for it to pass, come back, and it's dealt with. Boom, done. He was turning the Wi-Fi off for my devices, which starts fights with me. That I get. I'll be honest. Growing up, when I would have conflict with family members, I would sabotage their devices. I wouldn't do anything that was like super disruptive, but I have been there, and I've been that asshole. And I will say I have been that asshole. It's not a good thing. It's not a, it's a very petty maneuver. It is something that I am glad to say I no longer partake in, but I've done that. And I will say, as I've grown up and stopped doing that, I understand the fights that it starts. My mom treats us fairly, but when it's one-sided already, just wasting my time to go back there, okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna read that out loud per se, because I don't necessarily need to put personal stuff out there in the ether, but I see what you're saying. I get that. It's not a family dynamic one wants to find themselves in. I will say at the very least, I do hope that your mother is able to find the peace of mind. Oh, they're the same. That's why I can do that. I was busy looking at the bottom left letter thing. So if I have a B and an A going, could I do another B and A as well? You know what? I'm going to add and test that. When I have questions and I have the means to try to figure them out, I should do so. But yeah, the whole the thing about the parents' idea of what is and isn't fair. I get that. I overly understand that issue there. Man, I don't have any more B's and A's, so I'm gonna wait again. I'm gonna answer my own question. I realize that I could probably look at chat and Richard has already told me that I'm wasting my time. But I want to figure this out. Okay, so what we have here is we have a B, A, or B, A, B. So we have two B's. B's are the threshold. If there's any sort of limiting factor, that would be it. But can I do... Okay, I was wasting my time, and I quite literally can't do that. But I have learned. She used to visit my brother once a month, and only visited me when I'm going home for a weekend. On your father's birthday, Christmas, and Easter. So that's 3 separate times. That's 3 times since September. Yeah. I'm not going to dance the topic with a lot of sophistication, because it is absolutely a shitty scenario to be in. I'm not gonna pretend that it isn't. And again, there's not a lot of things that I think anybody could say that just words from outside the family don't solve issues like that. So it's just one of those things, man. Sorry I'm ranting. Dem, I am not trying to put it that way. In fact, I am trying from my perspective to navigate the topic in a way to emphasize that I've seen situations like this before, and I empathize. I can't sympathize. This is not my family dynamic. But I empathize with it. I've seen it. I've seen the damage it can do, and I know the mental stresses and wariness that it can put on a person. I'm going to be a little metaphysical and say, emotionally, spiritually, all that stuff. So if you ever feel like you want to rant, man, this is... I try to make it an open and safe place to do that. I see a lot of value in the world offering the opportunity for people to vent, to soundboard, to get some of these issues dealt with. I opened with me talking about my depression, for God's sake. You know how many people just bottle that up and let it tear them apart? I've been there. I've been in that position. It's not good to do that either. And as long as there can be a healthy outlet opportunity, it is worlds better than negative and adverse venting points. Meanwhile, as we talk about the motherish side of things, and then we get to what I just said, and tackling the first part of the statement, we're going to follow it up with, I think, a more lighthearted and funny follow-up part of the statement. I know I'm my father's favorite. He comes down as often as he can, but only gets 1 day off a week, and he needs to shop, wash clothes, etc. Yes, as someone who spends... I get 2 days of a week, and I quite often take vacation time just to do that shit. So, yeah, I get that, but it is very vital to realize that you have people in your corner, So I do appreciate that. Also, as a male and male identifying, and how many other buzzwords can I throw into this to emphasize individual with penis? I tend to want to advocate for having strong male role models in young men's lives as they grow up. So, having your father be in your corner on the topics of the parental threshold, like to see it personally. Anyways, Now that we have made things wildly uncomfortable, on to figuring out what the hell I do with a net merchant. Obviously, phrasing alone can fill me in. Man, powering up your Mega Buster. That actually sounds really important. Gun with a one panel. Okay, so one panel blast. So it's basically just a single shot right in front of me, but it's worth 30 hits of the Buster Cannon. That's actually not very good. The wide sword is pretty good. Although this would have a lot of value doing combo runs just on the typing of it. Breaks cubes, does damage if you slap someone in the face with it, go figure. Cannon C. I like the cannon is just generic good. But looking at this, I like the power up. Anything to make my Buster Cannon viable, I kind of like. And I wonder if you can stack those. Are they a limited item that is a permanent outside of game buff? Or is it something you can run in a session? Because my god, if I could run a full deck of Buster Cannon upgrades and just slam that fire button as fast as I can, that actually sounds like the kind of way I'd play the game. Alright, if I wait for one of the little slap happy guys to drop down, I think the cross gun can shoot two guys, so I'm going to try that. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Alright, the base sword is kind of useless here. The wide sword would be good if I could get closer, but I can't. We'll just slap a basic cannon shot, and I'm going to wait to see if I can't. There we go. Although, then he walked up in there anyways. Oh, that was close. Alright. Last shot. Again, the X panel is useless. All of these are useless for me. So we'll wait for the ad. Alright, we got some mini bombs. These are more what I was looking for. And he's done. Again, not doing the cleanest of runs. Megaman accessed. Yay! It connects to the terminal. Yay! Bookmarked Yai's portrait. Are there random fights here? I'd assume so, because that's an item drop right there. Oh man, the cross shot would be good here. Don't have it though. But I can deal with two enemies on this one. Alright, now I just wait it out because I don't want to get that close to that thing. That up front cannon looks like a problem. Although that's a nice way to deal with it. This is literally just one big spiral, isn't it? I don't know how I feel about the actual... How I feel about the idea of the map layout. Some of it gets a little confusing looking even. But, oh come on, I didn't want to go down two. I want him to come up so we can take the shot and I can dodge. But I will say, the actual combat field looks to be something very interesting. It's similar to what I expected coming in, but is not exactly the way I perceived it being. I thought this was going to be a little bit more convoluted and goofy, although it really is just a fairly decent card battle system that isn't just card battle for the sake of card battle. Also, just take a couple of passing shots because I enjoy it. That's pointless, so we'll hit him with the cross gun. Hold on. Alright, looking at this, the steel's the way to go. But I'm thinking, could I... No, I'm gonna do this. Can this be done? Yes, you can. Okay. I was wondering if while it's rushing at me, is it essentially got iframes? But no, I can slap it with the sword. Again, I'm doing a lot of testing right now. For people who are familiar with this game, I'm sure my thinking and trying to figure things out is like, why are you being so dumb? Of course, it's obvious. Stop doing the dumb boomer shit or something. But I have never played this game. I don't know what I'm getting into. Alright, bomb throw will deal with one of these guys. Oh, okay, I would have to catch them on the spawn back in, because their flight happens too quick there. But I think I can make do with this. There we go. It's really cool though that you can hit them with the sword as they're charging you. Again, it opens up a lot of the planning freedom, and I kind of am really enjoying the just even assumed concept of that. And obviously I want to make a safe spot for me as quick as possible. I wish there was a way to discard cards as well, because, like, I don't need these heals. I know I don't need these heals. Although I can get rid of 3 cards right here. Can I overheal? Alright, overheal is pointless. You have a max health and that's it. And boom, 40. Alright, and that one shot. What's up, man? Glad to have made it to one of your streams. I am glad to have you here as well, Rigid. Just got this game, and it's my first time too. Yeah, I've known about it. I've seen images. I've seen people play it. I've not seen people play it online. I have not watched that. But I had a whole story at the start of the stream that I went down the avenue of. But I'm seeing a lot more. Obviously, I'm at the very beginning. I don't have a lot of freedoms to expand and change the formula right now. But I'm seeing there is so much cool possibilities at play here. Oh, I was too slow on that. There we go. It's got an interesting, like, fluidity to it that, based on what it offers, I could see this just being an absolute crazy combo session. Might have to go upstairs and deal with my dog if she doesn't calm down in a second here. Also, yes, Richard, as Richard said, hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully your week has been pretty good. Hopefully it's treating you well. Alright, steal land from the enemy. And I bet I could do some crazy like this is absolutely bland, basic, simple. I'm gonna steal the land. I'm gonna come down here, wait for this thing to come to me. And now, no matter what I draw, it's just I can guarantee deal with this issue. There we go. If I had the wide sword, I would have been able to have slapped all two of them in the one swing and cleared that field. Well, there's something here that I quite literally... Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, God. I'm in somebody else's computer and I'm jacking off from their machine. Was I not? What was... Alright, well now that I'm done jacking off, time to jack back in. I don't know what that was. What avenue platform was that? I tried to go look for the lost program. It just... I wound up in some place I didn't recognize and it had a dead end as far as I could tell. Alright. I just came back from Five Below and did a bit of light shopping. I just recently found out that, is it the Dollar Tree I went to? I think Friday I went to the Dollar Tree and I realized that sometimes the Dollar Tree will get things in stock that are available in any other place, but I assume because of their way of acquiring the items, they can sell it cheaper. I don't know if you guys have ever gone out and tried to like buy like a Monster Energy drink. They're like $3-4 a can. But the Dollar Tree nearby, for whatever reason, just had a case of them sitting on the shelf for $1.25 each. That's one of the sugar-free options, by the way. That's like less than half the price of a can. I bought the whole case. I was like, I don't even need to open this shit. Just give me the whole damn thing. And I went back there just because at this point I am learning things about dollar stores that I thought I knew and didn't know. Oh. So I have to have access even though it says that. Hold on. Let me point this out. It says access. I am here. I have found the port to this person, place, thing. It says access, and it's just like, yeah, but you don't really. I can get Monsters 2 for about $1.88. They are not that cheap here. Even at a grocery store, they're still like $3 a can. At least in the area. Maybe it's just because I'm in fucking ghetto nowhere. But yeah, they are not cheap. You can buy other energy drinks that cheap all day long. You can get them for like $1.25 for the off-brand stuff. But to just find like Monster Energy drink just there for a reasonable price, I was like, yo, I'm coming back and I'm buying everything you have of this. Also, Dem, if you are looking for a fast way to get fucked up when you're talking about problematic alcoholism, caffeine and booze, either don't play well together or play too well together based on your interpretation of the issue at hand. Alright, there we go. So energy drinks and booze is a quick, fast way to make the night end, so to speak. At Richard Forrest, I am, just came, okay, yeah, I already read that one. I get weekends and Wednesdays off, always end up doing washing at like 2 in the morning, which might very well be the plan for tonight. Yeah, my family has never been, I'm gonna read this one solo here. Yeah, so Dem, to reference the comment you made earlier that I accidentally scrolled past, there is one shop at the top of the hill by the Uni ACOM. Everything is overpriced, but every energy drink there is about half the price of anywhere else. Well, that's probably because you're out in the university area. They realize that caffeine is just a student's best friend. Anyways, oh, gotta deal with this. I was trying to read and respond. All right, now that I can stall out here and end this. There we go. There was something I was getting at up above. Let me double check. Oh, yes. I'm actually looking at doing a full sofa replacement. So the setup that I have in my game room actually has a like 20-foot section at least of a back wall area. It's actually more like a mid wall because I have it divided out. That is just one wall of sofas that I have. So I have 2 full-length sofas and a reclining chair in this area for the general game room setup. I've got the PC that I stream on, play most of my games on here. I've got a retro TV, and I've got a another monitor off to the left that's just for other older platforms as well. So I've got a lot of options here, but I'm looking at completely redoing the sofa lineup and the table work. My brother actually sells furniture as his job, so I'm looking at doing that. You'll see where this is going. This sounds like a dumb thing for me to get down after reading your comments here, but on the topic of sofa surfing, as we colloquially call it here, I'm actually intentionally getting a sofa set with a massive runner at the end that is its own sectional. The thing is large enough to damn near be its own freaking bed. It's actually, when you butt it up against the sofa, it's a double wide. It would be a nice size for even just a general bed section. And that's the entire reason I'm getting it, is for friends of mine that need to do some... Oh, the game's just like, here, have $1,000. Hell yeah. Anyways, yeah, that's the entire reasoning for me looking into it, is having, first of all, better layout for me to be doing my... Okay, that's the one that gets rid of the platform. It's not the one I wanted. But yeah, better layout for my own personal use, but also having, oh, I don't like that. You know, whatever. It is what it is. I'm gonna deal with him with the Buster. But yeah, having a better place for my friends that are going through some rough times, to have a place to crash that they can rely on if need be. So when I'm looking at getting my all-new sofa runnings, which is going to be 2 sectionals, a left and a right side of a sectional, butting them together so that it's basically one massive sofa, and then getting one of those runner boards that come out of the sofa as well. so that realistically, if people had to, like, if it was a matter of necessity, I could have 3, maybe 4 people crash over here momentarily, if it was of necessary to their needs. Screwed that up. I thought he was gonna come down faster than he did. Again, a sentence I probably shouldn't say under normal circumstances. There we go. But yeah, realizing the life position I'm in and the life position of the people in my life, and trying to keep that in mind as I do my own personal shopping for things. Just one of those habits that I think I picked up from my father, of all people. There we go. God, I love that. Just the feeling of timing that right just feels fun. But yeah, as much of a random venture point that was going down, just pointing out the fact that there are people in this world that actually choose their furniture around being that person in the group dynamic. So, my point being is I hope you can find a comfortable place to stay that is good for you physically and emotionally. More so than having to do something you aren't particularly keen on doing. No, I don't. I want the power up. Oh. So I buy that once. I could just stack that a bunch. Alright, now I need to get in a fight and check if the shot actually is just generally stronger. Because right now, one single shot per whatever is garbage, but even just getting to a power of 10 would be pretty viable. And again, Richard has made it very clear that there is an option to shortcut to that outcome if I choose to. However, I think that's kind of cheating. I mean, cheating when it's not out of, you know, annoyance. I mean, technically, is it still cheating? Yeah, but it's, I think, a little bit more viable when you're talking about dealing with absolute problematic shit. Do I have to use the item? It's not just a permanent thing? Maybe that's my issue? There's one okay, we already read that one. For some reason I thought that was newer message. Alright, so if I go to my... Oh, okay, you know what? Items aren't just listed as items. They're going to be a folder or library, aren't they? Alright, so folder must be essentially my card deck. So library is all of my cards. I'm calling them cards. I know that's not what they are, but it's just for familiarity to what I'm dealing with right now. Oh, the library will include enemies as well. Interesting. Megaman download chip. Whoa, hold up! Grants you base F. Can only be... I don't know what that is. Is that a character I play? Does that mean I could play as not Mega Man? Alright, I do have a power-up, so the attack can go up here. It's already loaded, but what do I do with it? Does it mean anything? I guess I'll find out momentarily. as I'm starting to think I understand something that is existing within the game, I immediately load a menu and realize I don't know fucking shit. And I've gone down this avenue once, and I don't really want to do it again, but I don't have a choice, I guess. Alright, load all three, just in case I screw a shot up. Alright, so now the base chip is in your folder. Well, it's available to put in your folder. Okay, so I basically downloaded a card and put it in my card binder that is yet to be put into my combat deck. 4 of my friends are here all summer, 2 in one flat and 2 in another. Been offered both of their sofas if ever I'm in town and don't want to go up the hill. They should be alright if I need a week or two. Well, again, like I said, there are people out there that fill that role socially almost just out of good-natured, general human decency, I guess is the way to take that. And so I can't really load 2 of those, so I'll just take the 1. Alright, now I have a safe spot. But yeah, there is a lot of value to knowing people like that, as well as being the kind of person like that. So, glad to know you've got people like that in your corner. And then that hits both. If I can get another one of those cross shots, that'll be great. I'm already learning stuff while watching you figure things out. Well, I guess that's kind of the goal of what I'm hoping to do here. So, mission accomplished? Yeah, I'm doing a lot of trying to just experiment as I get the opportunity of what I'm seeing pop into my head. The thing that I'm still having trouble wrapping my head around is, and this is just personal running here, is that this is an N and an N, but also they're both the shotgun card. And that you can combine via different means. So if I have an N... Hold on. I can't just say the N card. If I got an N card, I can use it with another N card, and they don't have to be the same N card. Oh boy. Yo, you can just not open up item drops? The game can just be like, yo, I realize that you found this, but fuck you? Anyways, but yeah, that is a distinction between the two that I'm still learning. So they don't just have to be 2 shotgun or cross guns or whatever. I also appreciate that nobody immediately called me out for, of course, the irony of it, immediately navigating to the like, one of 2 end cards in my entire deck. For the sake of trying to make an example. Yeah, so if you want to use it, you have to go into the folder and replace one of your battle chips with it. Which I'm not sure I want to mess with the deck too much right now until I start getting cards that feel like a meaningful volume to start playing with. I'm not sure I want to fiddle with the default structure of the deck too much. However, once I start getting that avenue, that's obviously where all of the combo deep runnings are going to be. Alright, so I can use at least the wide sword to deal with one of these guys. By the way, the timing I'm using for that sword, if you have interests and aren't immediately already aware of what the answer is, 2 panels in front of me is when I'm hitting the attack button to do the damage. So if I'm here, it's here when I'm hitting the button. It crosses 1 panel over by the time he swings his sword, and the damage is done. So that it's very easy timing to get down when the enemy moves that slow. If the characters had a mad dash like I have, it would actually be really hard to read thinking about it. Because there isn't even necessarily a directional tell. It just, you teleport and then appear somewhere. And of course the basic sword. However, I think I can get these guys to fly. Oh, alright. I was thinking maybe I could get them to sync up and fly at me together and slap both of them. You probably could, but I don't think it's going to be worth the time spent looking at how that was going for me. And yeah, any opportunity I can take to just give myself a safe spot is very much wanted and appreciated. Oh, that's right, it does 2 damage now. Suddenly this becomes a little bit more viable. I completely forgot I upped the damage of it already. Now what do I do when I get to the end of this? Because I pushed a bunch of buttons and it didn't do anything, so I thought the game was telling me to jack off of the computer I was at. Or into the computer I was at. The terminology of this game is not as fluid as I wish it was. With that said, me referencing jacking off and fluids are not sentence structures I should be going about to such length. YouTube gets mad at that. I've noticed from my experience that you'll find stronger versions of the same enemy a bit later on. You'll know when you start running into them. I have heard from people playing this game that you can even run across, apparently, just as random NPCs, you have a random chance to come across beefed up versions of even some boss enemies in some of the games. So you'll be running through a basic dungeon being like, yeah, I'm perfectly as strong as I need to be, and then be slapped with a random rare chance of being bum rushed by a beefed up, jacked up version of a boss that you fought not too long ago that could kick your shit in no time at all. The recommendation I was given around this was, this is why it is recommended to save often once you start getting deeper into the game. Got 2 healing sessions and nothing to do with it. So let's rock a basic cannon shot and do a little bit more damage on top of it. There we go. You have to go a different way than this area on the net. This is someone else's computer's area. Sadly, they don't tell you where you are. Okay, so I have to know whose different area I'm going to. Alright, time to jack off again and jack back in. This time for the 3rd time. It's clear that this is what they wanted me to do. This is, like, our mother even told us, hey, I'm going to be banging the electrician. Go play on the computer. I've only found 2 access points, and I thought I went through all of this fairly clearly. Yeah, I've been down this way. There wasn't a lot of avenue variation that led anywhere. I am reaching that point of just like I'm done fighting the same enemy game. Let me progress. Please give me more clarity of what you want from me. I can't go down here and I can't go to that access pad, so this stretch of digital reality is blocked off. There's nothing further down here. I will say that is a weird terminology, though. The stretch of network reality, digital reality. I was also thinking if I was in somebody else's computer. For whatever reason, my brain thought the first time when I went to the end of that to jack off of their computer, I thought it was basically a way to travel the outer world within the digital world. So by jacking in at one point and jacking off at another, I would essentially be spat out at their side of things. But I guess I need to understand that LAN is his own entity sitting at a computer terminal, whereas Megaman.exe is purely a digital thing. You don't merge with it or anything. They aren't the same thing. And it's just like that is a realization that is not fully clicked for me yet. And the programs are those things you can talk to that aren't netnavs, for the record. They're programs and not the things I'm finding. Oh shit! I think I just realized something. I think I just realized where my fuck up is. I may have just become. My smooth brain may have just acquired a wrinkle. Alright, take the cannon. Cannon is a good ender. It gets confusing, especially in the first game. Look, I appreciate the opportunity to give me a navigation point out of this conundrum that. Alright, yeah, so I have to screw up some www. I have to screw up with Anonymous for a little bit before I can open that up. That's clearly what the www group is it's video game Anonymous from like the spooky world of TV shows. Their understanding of who and what Anonymous was from the like 90s. Does anybody else even remember that? Am I just showing my age again? There were like old people were terrified of like the concept of who and what Anonymous is and was and did. And it's like so many like shows and whatnot made them out to be a boogeyman that in reality they weren't. They were to an extent for some things and for some topics, but like they were made out to be like absolute world-ending boogeyman territory. They're the little things with, I guess, tall ears or antenna. So Anonymous are bunny rabbit people in the digital world. Gotcha. I thought that was a place I couldn't walk for whatever reason. It just looked like it was a blocked off space. It is not, And then that was a mistake of my interpretation of the field. And yo, hold up. Does the shotgun reach this far? Oh, it does. The shotgun actually does just go the whole field. Nice to know. I lost my chat. Sorry, give me a moment. There we go. Anonymous did things I agree with and things I didn't agree with. More good than evil, though. You see, that's the same thing I say with when I talk about 4chan as a website. God, 4chan is a cesspool of absolute degeneracy and fucktitude that nobody should ever go on. However, 4chan has also been the source of actually doing some halfway decent things in the past as well. So it really is just a matter of how the tool is used, not so much the tool itself. Go figure. It's almost like that's the way everything works. Dynamite as the easiest upfront example that people like to point to. Glide, come find me! God, this must be the lost program. This thing is annoying is what it is. He's in Yai's portrait network, right? Yeah, but and it doesn't follow me, so do I just go back to Glide and say, hey, yo, I found your shit-ass program? Come figure out its life, because it can't do it itself? Alright, so there we go with Steal the Landmass. The European ancestry would be proud of that maneuver right there. There we go. Just jack out and go back to Glide. Easy way to do it. Yeah, but Richard, do you realize how many times I've ran this session? Like, even Megaman's sprite looked like he was done with my shit. Like, God, we're doing this again, really? Young man, it's one evening. Do you realize how much jacking in and jacking off you've been doing? Let's see here. My stream has only been going live for like 2 hours or so. And I feel like this guy's going on for round 4 or 5 here at this point. Wasn't he right here? Wait. But this is where... And where I was when I... It was closer to turn around and go back the other way. Oh, wait. Hit L. Hold on. Hold on. Richard, are we about to do a thing here? There we go. Let me deal with this here. We should tell Glide that we found the program. Yeah? I think I have to find the access point in this overfield that goes to that other person's home network access point thing. What is that? What is going on there? Why is there green ooze in the digital culture sphere? Whoops. There we go. Where is the hidden green ooze coming from? My memory isn't the best. I think... Wasn't that the one that I went to earlier because I had their access point? Oh, that's what the green digital ooey goo was that was lost. It was a treasure chest that I couldn't tell was a treasure chest. Look, I will take that shot just so I don't have to move and I can button mash my way to a victory. Was it Mai was the person I was looking for? And again, I'll just take 2 of these. So was that this person's access point down here? Yes, it was. Yeah, there they are. I found the thing. You just got a spreader chip. Oh god, I've been jacking on and jacking off all night, and now I am spreading. God, this game is built for internet jokery and wordplay. Is the way I'll phrase it. I wonder if he went and picked up his baby bunny rabbit friend? Yeah. Wow. Brain, what the hell you... Yes, yai. Also, did I just get an achievement on a Switch game where achievements mean nothing? I think you go to bed next. I could be wrong. So, yeah, you know what? No, we are not going to bed. We are going to be... God damn. Okay, hold up. I'm sitting on this menu for... Our character came home to our mother, who is banging an electrician who claims to be here doing a job, about a news report that might or might not be valid on the description they gave. Our mother told us to go into the other room and play video games. What we instead chose to do was go into the... I mean, I'm hyperbolizing what has happened so far and just putting culture spin on it. So we went into our bedroom and spent way too long on way too many sessions back to back, jacking in and jacking off, while staring at a digital screen of characters that are beloved icons of the of a certain cultural sphere. And now that we're finally saying, oh man, yeah, that was a full, we're done. We're gonna go and eat fucking, we're gonna go get our fill of Doritos and Mountain Dew. That's where this is going now, essentially. Again, hyperbole and paraphrasing, but that's basically what this game is absolutely, in my understanding, just outright telling me is going on. Which is, without a doubt, like, a little bit absurd and funny to think about. Alright, I know what happens next now. Richard, I have also been a teenager in the early adaptation of the video game couch potato net surfing kind of threshold. I know what happens next too, and I pointed it out. It is Mountain Dew and Doritos. This game is setting me up for some absurd hilarity, and I don't know how I fully feel about it. Alright, so we don't have access to this one. We can, one last time, let's finish our session and jack off. Mom, are you... I was about to say, Mom, are you done banging the electrician? I open the door to our room and we hear her screaming downstairs. Or in the other room, whatever's going on. Do you guys realize what this game is doing? I don't think my interpretation of the events thus far, as have been expressed by the limitations of the game and storyboarding that we have to go off at this point, is horribly off potential threshold. And this is what it has set me up for. Just let that sink in for a moment. Oh, I'm sitting here taking this unnecessarily serious and rigid. All you need to do is punch some drywall and you'll complete the gamer trifecta. Oh, not even wrong. You heard that? Your mom's screaming downstairs. Let's go! The guy came in to prevent exactly this. I saw the look on that man's face. Clearly, when he had our mother bent over the countertop, pile driving his way deep into the network of our home, he accidentally bumped the burner. She wasn't aware until an electrical spark from one of the many digital devices in this fictional world went off and ignited the gas stove. I'm still not seeing that my interpretations of things thus far is incorrect. Lan! I was trying to make hotcakes and... Yeah, see, the gas was... Too much gas had built up when they had bumped the burner and let the gas going without actually hitting the igniter. And when she went to turn it on to make hotcakes with all of that fresh... God, all of that fresh batter... Obviously, we are making more hyperbolic statements and interpretations of terminology as approached before us, or as bequeathed to us. She got a fresh load of batter and went to make, air quotes, hotcakes. No, she let the gas build up and accidentally created a spark, and now we have this that has happened. What should we do? Well, maybe, Mom, stop banging random electricians in our kitchen. But it was just repaired. There was nothing to repair. It hadn't ignited yet. The repairman said it was fixed, but it's on fire. Maybe that's the fix. Mom, are you familiar with what the government tends to do? The man literally showed up and said, hey, again, hyperbole or correlations where there might not be one to be made. The man showed up essentially saying, I'm the government and I'm here to help, and you let him in to help. Can you see the problem here yet, Mom? We have gone down the weird, lewd avenue, and now we're getting into political territory, Mom. Calm down. Alright, Mega Man, there's fire all over the stove. Let's jack in so that we can jack off and put this fire out. Maybe it's a bug or a virus or something. I feel like the bug and or virus right now. The oven's on fire. Send Mega Man into the fire. Absolutely. That's the good, right, correct idea to have. I should have saved, by the way. Yeah, the oven program is here, but something's wrong. Be careful. If a virus comes out, I'll send chip data. Yeah, that's what we're calling it. Chip data. Absolutely saving. I know he thought Lan's mom was hot, but this is ridiculous. Yes, hotcakes. Yes, that's what we shall call it. Help us, the oven's been taken over by a virus. Who are we? We're the oven control programs. No, we're not virus. That's exactly what a virus would say. The program that's controlling the virus is somewhere in the oven control area. It's creating the fire. Look, digital programs don't just create fire. No, the oven is creating fire. The oven is creating fire when the fire should not be getting created under the circumstances that it's in. But the virus itself is causing that program to run. The virus is not just making fire. That's not how things work. Oh God. Our mother making hotcakes with the strange electrician man's batter is now sending us deep into the oven. You can't see the viruses. They just suddenly attack. Be careful. Yeah? Look at that face on Mega Man. I am in complete agreement. The terminology used and the way that it is structured is not one that is filling me with confidence, let's say. Be careful of the heat. The oven network is broken up. What? You can maybe put it out if you get the ice block from the thawing section of the... Stop making shit up! Mega Man has acquired Shotgun Q. I feel like there might be an unnecessary degree of appropriateness of the life that our child was thrust into, like overnight, the absolute table flipping of his world. His father died, his teacher died, his mother's being an electrician sent from the government. There might be shotgun acquisitions for meaning beyond in-game viral combat. Just saying. You were right, Lan, it's a virus. The data signature of the WWWs for sure, and it's tough. It's just like Mail was saying. Let's go, Mega Man. Battle routine set. Execute. What in the world is going on? What is the absolute fuckery of this game? We went from 0 to 100 so fast. What is going on? Oh, Matt, this little guy over here, I'm feeling what you're going through, man. This is the center of the oven network. We're being deleted. Look, I found the shotgun, okay? You can't delete yourself right now. Don't do that. We have almost no antivirus features. We're hoping that you can delete the virus. Beep. I'm gonna delete something, and I'm not entirely sold on what it's gonna be yet. Alright, we'll just do a basic cannon shot. Oh, darn it, I was too fast on that. Alright, well now as long as I have something of a ranged combat, you know what? I'm gonna be the lazy thing here. We're just gonna do this. Get down here and let me just blast you long form. Reading into the dialogue of this game is wildly unnecessary for how quickly it reaches the realm of absurdity. You okay, buddy? This is the thawing section. If you use this ice block, you can extinguish 7 fires. Please try to get into the oven control area. Then delete the master virus to fix the oven. However, it will take time to recompile, so the fires you extinguish will return. Good luck. You don't... understand, this game is just like, okay, so the virus is causing chaos inside the digital network. Use a digital ice block. Like, what the hell is going on in this game? You didn't come down, and I feel like I planned for something that quite literally can't happen. I have another thing I need to know about. Alright, you ready to see the possible dumb thought? Yes, I can eradicate my own tiles. It doesn't have to be theirs. So again, I can make myself safe, deal with this guy, and not have the means to deal with the other guy, which sucks, but we'll make it work. There we go. Problem dealt with. Alright, well, we have our... What? Eek! Megaman, what's wrong? Megaman! Ha? Don't bother calling him Navi. He just went boom. You're the panel repairman sent by the government. That was just a disguise. I work for the shadow government. Silly kid. So all the other oven explosions, you're pretty smart. Me and my Navi do good work, huh? Sorry, but you gotta join your Navi. You can't escape. I mean, you don't have a key to our house. Like, this thing could literally burn down and we'd be fairly safe, you know, objectively. Yeah, just water? Water is bad. Don't do water. This is an electrical fire. Where's Mega Man? You can't contact him? No, I can't. Oh, hey, toolbox upstairs. Yeah, I don't think a toolbox is going to put out a fire, but sure. Is that the toolbox? That is not the toolbox. This is my bedroom, but I didn't see a set of stairs. I work for the shadow government. Now I'm going to send you to the shadow realm. Absolutely. Again, that looks like the stairs to go upstairs, but then it just goes to my bedroom. So where is the toolbox? I'm sorry. Am I supposed to just know that there's a non-visible toolbox here? Alright, Mom. Don't worry. I solved the problem by jacking off and going to my room again, Mom! My spray game is on point. Mega Man, answer me! Lan? You okay? Yeah, I'm alright. Thanks, Lan. It really helped that you sprayed that goop all over the system here. I'm sure everyone just keeps a fire extinguisher in their toolbox and not in a separate location, because guess what? Fire extinguishers are large! Let me see if I can read this here. Shadow government. I wonder if he knows Reagan Ridley. I don't know that reference. Hold up. Let me look up. Okay, no. I do know that. That is that cartoon that came out fairly recently. She's got like her father's like fairly smart, works for the government kind of thing. I know the thing. I didn't know that I knew. Alright, and now I've created a safe spot for me. Another cross-gun fire. And this should be fairly quick work. But again, I have nothing to do for actual attacks, so it's just Buster Cannon. Yes, okay, so that is the thing that I had to look up the character name because the character name itself didn't ring any bells for me, but as soon as I saw a picture of the character, I knew what it was. I've only seen a couple clips of that show. I haven't even watched a full episode yet. There's no response. The programs are no longer responding to me. It's okay, apparently our mother is not responding to anyone either. She's just screaming. Again. Although for a different reason than the Shadow Government repairman from earlier. That man will never not be the Shadow Government repairman from this point forward for me. Alright. Go another round of that. Yeah, after all of the statements made, all I need to know is that I have a nice big cannon in my deck. Look, I'm a man who is well comfortable about his given by God or whatever. The canon that I have been entrusted with through my life. I don't need a game to tell me that it's big, but I appreciate it all the same. Look, right now I'm just taking the straight shot. I'll get somewhere eventually. Alright. Heading straight across gets me an item. Heading to the right leads to an unknown location. And I see a data character platform off to the left. So, using my intuitive instincts, I'm going to assume that heading left is the way to actually get where I need to go. Again, I'm more worried about actual story progression. I went through this amount of time and I haven't even found what I can only assume is going to be Fireman at this point. I'm sorry, that's what you look like in this game? And who are you? You're a WWW Net Navvy, aren't you? Your mischief ends here. So you're the Navvy for this house. You think your kid operator can beat me and Mr. Match? The Shadow Government electrician who came into my house, came into my mom, and lit a spark, as it were, that ignited the entire house. And his name is Mr. Match. Guess we'll just have to fight you and find out. Lan, get our chips ready. Look, Mega Man, I just came in here for some fucking Doritos and Mountain Dew, okay? You made it this far, but now it's war. Like Fireman says. We're strong, kiddo. Fireman, let's burn. Fireman, both arms raised in the air. Let's burn. Woo! I peaked my microphone so bad. I saw that thing just break. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, what is this game doing? What is this game doing to me? Mr. Match had a spark with Lan's mom, and things got a little hot. Absolutely, Richard. I feel like I am losing my brain at this point. Which is actually a really fun position to be in for this game. The idea that it's just like turning off the reality thought so strong. No way, battle program set. Execute. There's executions will be happening, yes. J. Alright, so that is what it is. Okay, but we did, unfortunately... Okay, and he does the full line. And boy, does it run long. But also, that tells me the X panel is pointless. Yes, the B's and J's were strong in the scene prior. This is facts game. Alright, well, that didn't go anywhere. You know what? I'm going to add more options. I feel like I don't have a good setup for what I want to do here. Oh! But then that's interesting what it does on top of that. Man, if I could get a placement for those mini bombs, that'd be 100 damage right off the bat. Alright, but I think the cannons is a better, safer bet to rely on. He's gonna burn his heart out. Aw, dang it. Alright. Get him to trigger his meltdown. He's gonna have a moment here. I'm gonna burn these off real fast. Clear that out. Clear that out. And if I can lure him... Alright, well, there we go. But also, now that I know that I can wait for him to do stuff like that, that is an opportunity to do some extra damage. So I'm going to hold off on that thought. Oh, and I can interrupt his shot, too. That's huge. Alright, so if I hang all the way back, and he goes to do that move again. There we go. Just kind of cheese him out. Yeah, one tiny shot to do an extra 50 damage. That's actually a fair trade-off, I think. Alright, look, I've set myself up already. We're going to use the end card. We've done made the dumb jokes already. It's not stopping now. Well, that was a mistake. I thought he was not gonna stay there. Heal, just to burn these cards out of the cycle. And thinking about it, the sword, if I could run 2 of those, would be massively damaging to him. Because I can catch him up front to do one of his supers fairly easily. Alright, the mini-bomb's harder to land, but let's do the sword. The sword I'm confident we can make work, and that's 80 damage, man. One more shot of anything and he's done after that. Oh, he faked me out! It should not have been that easy for him to fake me out like that, but it was. Yeah, a little bit of damage. Oh! Oh! But now I know that one shot of that fire is only 20 damage. I can tank it just to sword slap him in return. It's what we've all been waiting for. That's what it's all about. The woo. the microphone spiking, ear splitting, equipment damaging woo. I'm so stupid at times. Saw a... Dem? Before I say something that makes me look like an incredible degenerate, I'm gonna look up what the hell a footy club even is. Okay, this is what I genuinely thought it was, but the internet, okay, the cultural difference of the American understanding of football, and the internet destroying and corrupting any semblance of decency in my core being, did not navigate me to the thought of football club immediately. It wasn't until I put thought to what I was reading that I thought football club. So, you can put two and two together to figure out where it was going. Saw a footy club won a trophy, tweeted new header. I spent 10 minutes looking for someone heading the ball in the final. They were talking about a Twitter header. Okay, you see, once I get past that threshold of footy club, I can interpret the rest of the statement. How can a kid in his puny nabby delete firemen? Hold on. Again, internet culture game. A kid and his Navi. I am immediately thinking Ocarina of Time. Just Link and Navi. Deleting. Let's put air quotes on that phrase, deleting. In modern day internet terminology. A fireman. The linguistic terminology at play was just about homicide between video game characters and a fireman. Not my program deleted your program. Huh, at least I finished my mission. What do you mean? My mission was to impregnate your mother and create the greatest, soldier? For Megaman Battle Network 5! Boy, the later Mega Man games are going to be a little wild. This is just the first step in the Shadow Government's plan. Banging my mother was the first step in your Shadow Government's plan. The hell are you going on about? That's right, I found the program we need for our plan inside the oven in your house. What? I probably shouldn't have told you that. I don't think it matters that you did! But who cares? Soon war will start and you'll all be dead. Again, game! The political ramifications of the real world are at play here too! The meta-interpretation of the timing of the release of the topics of the game, they are merging into a really weird delivery for me in this game. See ya. Wait, program, war, my mom! What are you talking about? Well, I'm glad that Mom, the house quite literally, the countertop, the fridge, the hell are these materials that are not catching fire by there literally being fire exploding out into their field? You quite literally had fire on the floor in no small volume. And somehow, for the massive amount of time that it was there, nothing, and I quote, caught fire. Hey Lan, Great work back there. Yeah, you too, Mega Man. You're worried, aren't you? About the I'm calling him the Shadow Government. It's never going to be WWW at this point. It's either the Shadow Government or it's the World Wrestling Federation. And I like Shadow Government a lot more, but I'll be honest, man. The WWF making a comeback would be funny. Yeah, there's just so much I don't understand. Lan, I don't think I have felt at one with a game character to this extent for a very long time. There's just so much I don't understand. Well, it was only the first time we fought them. Mega Man's already just like, yo, we faced them once. We're going. At this point, I'm all in. We're going down. It's just, it is what it is. But they'll never control the net. Not if I can help it. I'm just literally your home's security program that you keep on your cell phone. And I'm going to protect all of the internet. I feel like my home's security system might have a bug. But knowing Capcom, that bug is just a feature and I'm not aware of it yet. But Mega Man, what can we do? We don't even know where they will strike next. We'll wait and get them when they come. Just like we did this time when they came for your mom. Come on, Lan! Okay, but first... God damn, we came in here for our Mountain Dew and Doritos. We didn't get our Mountain Dew and Doritos, and now we had to fight off the Shadow Government, and we're just like, Mom? Mom? Mama? Mommy? I'm hungry. Can I have a snack? Just a little bite. Fuck off, Lan! Oh! A fireman. That's an interesting way to say male stripper. Oh, boy, this is gonna be a bumpy ride. It's gonna be a hell of a ride. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna save the game here. We just fought Fireman. We just fought Fireman. I don't feel like that statement is the way I needed to say, but that is what happened. I'm gonna wrap it up here. I'm gonna go, like, mentally digest what's going on in this game. Thank you so much for coming by, everyone. I hope to see you next time when we go further down this rabbit hole. Oh, and hopefully our mother realizes that she needs to close her rabbit hole and not let strange government entities come and get into our oven? Again, I need to go digest what the hell is going on in this game, but I realized reading Richard's tweets about this game when he was putting them out about playing it, that I was going to be going down a very unique ride with this game. And I didn't realize that our in-game mother was going to have a unique ride as well. So, yeah, it is what it is, and I'm going to go probably take a nap. Anyways, thank you so much, everybody, for stopping by. Hope to see you next time. Hopefully your week is great. And, yeah, have a good one.